Hey guys, this is Saxon 101. We're going to work on rounding our fractions and rounding our whole numbers when they have a fraction with them, so our mixed numbers. Okay, we've talked about this before. Anytime that you have a fraction, so we're going to start with 6 2/5. We're going to take a look at the fraction and see if it is above or below halfway. So normally when we round a whole number, like if we have the number 13, and we wanted to round it to the tens place, it would go down because 3 is not over half of like the next 10. You would have to be at 15 to round up because that's halfway between 10. Okay, so we're going to talk about that in the same way here. 6 2/5. So think about where that would go on a line. And give us a dot here. Okay, so 6 2/5. If this is 6 and this is 7, 6 2/5 is going to be right here. So first you have to know where to put it on a number line. Okay. When you see in fractions, remember we count the spaces. So this is technically 6 1/5. This is technically 6 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. Okay, so when you see these, you see 5 spaces in between here, and then you got to think, what is half of 5? So if I have 5 objects down here, okay, 5 blueberries, 5 cupcakes, 5 donuts, whatever you want to say. Okay, if I have 5 of them, remember that I can go from either side. I know that you guys probably know what half of 5 is, but if you get a number that you don't know, you can cross one out, cross one out, cross one out on either side. When you get to the middle and you have one left, right now you have 2 on each side. Okay, when you have to cut this one in half, half of it goes to the left, so this one goes to this side, and this one goes to this side. Okay, so half of 5 would then be 2.5. So for me to mark half on here, I'll switch colors. 2.5. This line tells me that anything on the left rounds down, anything on the right rounds up. Okay, so 6 2.5 would round down, or would round up. Everything else below it rounds down. So 6 2/5 is going to round down. So when I round down, okay, remember that's like keeping the whole number the same here. Okay, so if I have a whole number of 6, it's going to stay at 6. I'm just going to take away the fraction. Okay, so we're going to use our steps here. Step 1 was check if the fraction is more or less than half. So I did that. It's below the line. So that means I'm going to round down. So if it's less than half, keep the whole number the same. So 6 equals, or 6 2/5 equals 6. Okay, we're going to try it over here as well with option number 2. Okay, we got to round both of these numbers first, and we're going to see if the area was right. So say that someone predicted that the area should be about 45 inches squared. So remember that means like the area inside covers about 45 inches squared. Okay, that was the estimate. We're going to see if that's right. Okay, so we're going to round both of our numbers. We're looking at 5 1/4 first. When you look at this 1/4, if you have 1 out of 4, so let's say you have 1, doesn't like the color up there. You have 4 objects and you only have 1. Okay, that does not look like half to me. That looks like less. So this one's going to round down. So this is going to equal 5. Let me switch colors on you. Okay, so I'm going to cross this out. This is now 5. Okay, I'm going to look at this one here, 8 7/8. 7/8 seems like a lot to me. Okay, so if I have 8 objects, all of them except one are being used. Okay, so this one's obviously going to round up to 9 because more than half means I round up. Okay,